Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today I want to talk about what is the right mindset, whether it is to talk as in groups or whether it is to be a thinker that is an individual thinker. And my answer to those is neither of them. Let me explain. So, today's world has been focusing so much on groups like Black Lives Matter or the LGBTQ plus community or many other groups out there, Hispanics, Americans, you name it, right? And we have forgotten that there is need for individualism out there as well. Many of these issues that today we're facing is because no matter how similar we are to one another, I am a Hispanic, I'm very similar to my Mexican family, but I'm Puerto Rican, so that means I'm not completely the same. So that causes a problem because you can lump all Hispanics together in a bubble, but they won't all get along. They won't all have the same opinions. They won't all have the same thoughts I do because we are different individuals. This causes problems because you have to create a subcategory of another group that is Puerto Rican or Mexican, and that creates way much more conflict. You can see this in religions, right? There's this people in the church that believe that you don't have to pray or ask for forgiveness to go to heaven. Then there's this other group that believes that your actions, right, are the things that are going to be in judgment by God so that you can go to heaven. When these two groups unite as one religion, it causes friction and it causes dissent. And many times, one of those guys in that church will walk away and create another church that thinks and acts like him. As Charles Taze Russell. Charles Taze Russell created the Jehovah's Witnesses because of this very same thing. He said that heaven was only a gift for those who were faithful and loyal. And he said that hell didn't exist. Some things that many other religions did teach. So what did he do? He broke away from the mainstream religions and he created his little cult that we know now as the Jehovah's Witnesses. And this is the very same danger that we face with other things in life. Black Lives Matter, for example. There's going to be people that are going to be fighting for the right to vote, for the right to be accepted, have a higher pay rate, live in a better community. But there are others who hate white people, who literally attack and dehumanize the other side. So that will create friction. And we saw that in the protests in 2020, how many were actual peaceful protesters and how many others were burning cities alive. This is what happens when you have a sort of group mentality. Now, individualism means that you are going to take responsibilities for your own actions. Your actions are dictated by what you believe in, your moral code, how you were raised, where you live in, etc., right? Now, what is better? Is it better to work for the collective good, like all these groups that I mentioned before, or is it better to work on yourself and know who you are yourself? to me, is individualism that works best. Let me explain. So in the 1990s, the Chicago Bulls were facing the Detroit Pistons for many, many years. Isaiah Thomas, Lambeer, and many others were an obstacle for Michael Jordan to face to get to the NBA Finals and finally raise that Larry O'Brien trophy. Now, what happened? Jordan was attacked with the Air Jordan rules by the Detroit Pistons. What does this mean? It means that as long as Michael Jordan was neutralized, right, that means that the Chicago Bulls will struggle to defeat the Detroit Pistons. So what was the Air Jordan rules? It was a rule that basically meant don't let Jordan get close to the rim. Triple him, double him, I don't care. Throw bodies at him so that he cannot score points. Did this rule work? Yes, it did. Now, wait a minute. You may say, well, that proves that individualism sucks because Jordan tried to do everything by himself and he got won over by the Air Jordan rules. He got stopped. Well, that's not the end of the story, guys. Jordan then, in that offseason, worked on his physical being. He went to the gym to work out every day. He grew muscle. He became stronger, faster, smarter. And the next time that Jordan played the Detroit Pistons in the next season, they destroyed the Detroit Pistons. They humiliated the Detroit Pistons. Now the Pistons did something else. They say, okay, we cannot stop Jordan. Now let's stop his right-hand man, Scottie Pippen. So they got in Pippen's head. They understood that Jordan couldn't do it by himself. So they attacked Pippen. What happened? The team again lost, and the Detroit Pistons became a two-time world champion. Now again, you may come at me right now and say, wait a minute, that's exactly the point. We have to stick together to defeat the enemy. They attacked Pippen because he was trying to do way too much. No, again, Scottie Pippen in the offseason got stronger mentally, and in 1991, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and the Chicago Bulls finally slayed the Dragon Detroit Pistons, and they defeated them. What is the lesson of this story? Well, guys, if you are a group, correct? You have to be strong as an individual. There's nothing wrong with belonging to a group of people, a mindset, a religion. But if you want to help that group out, if you want to support that group and make it stronger, and make sure that they don't deviate from the original purpose or statement of the group, then you have to become stronger. Jordan went that summer and worked at the gym, got stronger physically, mentally. Pippen did the same thing the next year when they got defeated. So that means that both of those guys attacked their weaknesses individually to make the collective good stronger. Now let's bring that to the family life. Let's say that you're struggling with money, right? And you are earning less and less and less money every year because prices are inflated. Thank you, COVID. Now you are like, what can I do? My partner earns more than I do. What can I do to help? Well, you think to yourself, you're like, okay, let me learn a different skill. Let me sit down and learn a different skill set. Let me work on myself. Let me dress up better, go to work early, ask as much questions as I can at work, ask if my performance is on par, ask if there's any chance to progress in the company, or let me start looking for another job that pays a higher wage. This, when done successfully, will mean that you will start earning as much as your partner so that you can support your family and have a stronger chance at life. That doesn't mean that you're trying to detach from your family, although some people use this opportunity of individualism to separate from their families, while the real people out there, they become individuals and they work as individuals to the better of their families, their religion, and their group, their ethnicity, and their country. Why? Let's talk about other athletes. Let's say that you are trying out for the Olympics and you want to represent America, Puerto Rico, wherever you live, correct? Yes, you want the collective good. You want your nation to win as much gold as they can in the Olympics. But are you going to focus on everybody else, or are you going to focus on your craft? Are you going to sit down if you're a gymnast and you're going to be like, well, this group is representing me, I don't have to work out? No, you're going to work your ass off until you finally succeed in doing what was right for you. So, yes, there is a necessity for groups in the world. There's a reason Black Lives Matter was a huge movement. There's a reason why the LGBTQ plus community is huge. The support is huge. But there is also room for individuals in this world. Individuals, stronger individuals, create stronger families, stronger core values, stronger mindsets, and you can forge ahead. So, in my opinion, I'm going to focus on myself individually. I'm going to focus on my hairstyle, my dress game, my skills, my attention to detail, my partner, my family, my daughter. I'm going to focus on everything and anything so that I can become a better member of society and I can strengthen the core values of that I care about. I care about Puerto Rico. I care about Mexican Americans. I care about Mexicans. I care about Americans. So I am going to work on myself so when the time comes, I can help those who need me the most and I can be there for you guys. Because this is one of the reasons I'm improving as well. I want to be there to help you guys grow, to help you guys become better. And I think that if you look at yourself as an individual and you don't blame everything on everybody else, you're going to get ahead and you're going to push forward and become stronger. You're going to fall. Trust me, you're going to fall, but you're going to get back up and you're going to face the music and you're going to kick ass. So I believe in you. Remember, there's nothing wrong with groups, but you got to look at yourself as an individual first and fix yourself first before you manage to change the world. So if you came to the end of the video, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I want to help you guys as much as I can with what I learned myself. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Make sure to like this video, comment down below what are your thoughts on this topic. I know I'm not a doctorate in psychology or anything like that, but I lived in groups. I've been in groups in religions, and they can become toxic if you don't focus on yourself. So make sure to always take care of yourself first, and then the groups can come later. Peace.